Hey man, you want to see a magic trick?
No.
Alright, I'm going to do a magic trick here for you, and that's going to involve you picking a card. So just kind of, pick whichever one you fancy. Alright, have you show the camera so that the audience can see. I'm just going to put that one back in the deck. Alright, and then I'm just going to shuffle it up a little bit, get that card lost. Magic, I'm going to pull your card to the top of the deck. Was this your card?
No.
Was this your card?
No.
Oh, okay. Is this it?
No.
How about this one?
Does this guy always wait for people outside the bathroom? I wonder if it's supposed to rain later today. I could probably run up and down those stairs in like 15 seconds.
No, sorry.
Did I pack a lunch today? Twitter, man.
But Texas makes like Fleetwood Mac and goes its own way.
Water. The need for fresh water, as you can see, huge in our area. Not just us, many other cities under boil water notices.
Earlier this week, Jim McIngvale once again stepping up to give people hope.
More than 100 vehicles involved and are being told to boil their water if they have
action to ensure that you never have to endure anything like this ever again.
Hey guys, it's Kendall from SHTV. I'm here to recap the winter storm that we all had last week. 3 million Texans were out with power, and after 4 days, 1.4 million Texans still didn't have power. Now let's go to Belle Burkhart with the student information. Belle?
Thanks, Kendall. The storm didn't just affect one group at Stratford, but affected everybody in lots of different ways. People lost electricity, water. There were a lot of students at our school who had pipes break, including mine, which cost thousands of dollars in repair funds. And it also flooded lots of people's houses. Here are some photos and videos of damage that was done. This didn't just affect people financially, it also affected people academically, including the juniors who have to take the SAT 2 weeks after this happened. We're cutting out units from some of our classes, which could heavily affect us in the future. Even though this was a break, it didn't do anything to relieve our stress. If anything, it added stress to our lives. Back to you, Kendall.
Thanks, Belle. That was a crazy week last week, and we hope for better days in the future. Here, we have one of our teachers to share their story. Roll that clip.
My name is Coach Reed. I'm in charge of in-school suspension. So if you don't know me, that's a good thing. And I coach football. Anytime it snows in Houston, true Houstonians get excited. The possibility of a snow day, the chance for a photo op with my family and stuff like that is always exciting. I knew power outages could be an issue if there was more ice than snow, but nothing as drastic as what we saw. We were good with power until about Tuesday morning, about 3 a.m. Our power went out, which was the coldest night. So luckily we had some heat in the house. I live in an older house and our windows are really thin. So we lost heat pretty quickly, but whenever we lost power, my son sleeps in a bassinet in our room, but not in our bed. And as soon as I realized we lost power, I went and got what we call a dock-a-tot that he can sleep in, like on the couch or on a bed or something. And we put him between us, and I grabbed all the blankets and threw them on top of us. If and when you're blessed to have children, you'll know not to let them sleep in bed with you. So I didn't really sleep after that. We tried to tough it out one more night, hoping that the power would come back on. And we still had some water pressure, but not much. Luckily, I filled up the bathtub before just so we could flush toilets and stuff if we lost power. But with a 1-month-old, he can't regulate body temperature. And without him being able to tell us, Dad, I'm cold, we were really worried. So we toughed it out for one more night. I woke up and my house was about 47 degrees. And I looked at my wife and I said, we can't do this. So we packed up and went to a friend's house. You know, the Stratford community, you know, whenever I first got here, everybody was like, welcome to Stratford, America. And I was like, you know, that's kind of weird. But it's a mindset of that family closeness, that tight-knit community. And we actually lost cell service whenever we lost power, which that was weird. But once we got to our friend's house where we stayed, they had generators and running water and stuff. My phone was starting to blow up from, you know, not only teachers that I work with, but athletes, parents, you know, people just checking on me and my family, and vice versa. And, you know, it's pretty cool whenever things get crazy and out of hand, so to speak, how we come together. And it really unites us as one to just look out for each other. This is something that it's going to take us a long time to recover from, both physically with our homes and even some of the school buildings, but also mentally. You know, now that awesome, happy thought of, oh, it's going to snow next time we get that in Houston, people are going to, you know, kind of have that thought of, oh man, are we going to lose power for 3 to 5 days? Are we going to lose water again? So this is something that will slowly take time to fully recover from, in my opinion.
Who was Cesar Chavez?
So Cesar Chavez was a Hispanic with parents that worked out in the field, and so he saw firsthand the injustice and decided to do something about it and make sure that the conditions were safe and pay was good, better than less than minimum wage.
What did Cesar Chavez do?
So he organized the people in order to have peaceful demonstrations and strikes so that they could fight for better working experiences out on the fields.
How did he affect the Latin American community?
So because of him, they were all inspired and they were able to come together and fight and ask for their needs in a positive way, not in a violent way. Because of him, there were many other activists that came after him, like Dolores Huerta, for example.
Is there anything that you would like people to know about him that they might not know?
Honestly, I don't have anything very inspirational. Just the fact that he could do so many things in a peaceful way. The fact that he got the Medal of Honor after he passed away from Clinton, that was impactful. I remember watching it on TV and I was like, whoa, people can make a difference. Yeah.
Introduce yourself for the video.
Okay, so my name is Amina Menesi. I'm a senior at Stratford and the president of the MSA. And yeah.
But first question, what does Ramadan celebrate and what are the rules of Ramadan?
Okay, so Ramadan is kind of like a month where you are supposed to focus on building your spirituality and your relationship with Allah. So you are not meant to follow rules, but the basics of it is that you pray 5 times a day, recite the Quran as much as possible, be charitable, basically just stay out of trouble and be true to yourself and strengthen your relationship with God.
Okay. For the second question, when does Ramadan start and end?
So Islam is based on a lunar calendar, which means we will plan Ramadan based on moon phases. This year, it's predicted to start on April 24th and end May 24th, which is a month later.
Okay. What is Eid al-Fitr and how is it celebrated?
Okay, so Eid al-Fitr translates to a feast of breaking feasts. It's kind of like just a time to come together with your friends and family and celebrate getting through Ramadan, which is pretty difficult.
Okay. And question number 4. If someone is unable to fast during Ramadan, what can they do instead?
That happens a lot, actually. Some people get sick and they can't fast. Some people need breaks. Basically, what you do is you just keep a count of days that you've missed, and then you can go ahead and make them up before the next Ramadan, and you're fine.
Okay. And question number 5. How can I be respectful of my Muslim friends celebrating Ramadan?
Keep tasty treats out of their line of sight and smell. That, because it's a temptation and it's very difficult to push aside, especially when you're starving. But yeah, just keep food out of their line of sight and keep them out of trouble as best you can.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Of course. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
My name's Axel Wagisback. I'm a senior and I'm taking art 3.
I'm Caroline Griebon. I'm a senior and I'm in AP art.
Okay,
Right.
You'll have your reference photo.
That one.
Okay, ready, set,
Go.
I forgot what a horse looks like.
Why did y'all both decide to use brown marker?
Because you used a brown marker in this, so.
That, like,
It can be like.
it can be whatever you want it.
If you want like a brown sun.
That's not my
Or if you want
fault.
like a red sun or something.
Have y'all ever, like, done other rodeo art before? Like, is that a big thing?
It's a thing.
Yeah, I've done rodeo art.
Y'all, like,
I think
one?
sophomore year, freshman.
How do y'all feel about the rodeo being canceled?
I'm fine.
Y'all consider splatter paint art?
It depends if there's like an actual thing behind it.
Yeah, I consider splatter paint art.
That'd be a really good
That would be a
artist.
splatter.
No, you wouldn't.
Axel, color it in. Use some color.
I need to like rethink my career. This is like making me sad. You guys are like making me really insecure.
No, I think you're more of like you just take your time on your art.
Yeah, like it's not
Slow and steady wins the race.
like not this race.
Yeah.
We're just gonna throw some calligraphy in there.
She's like, I can't win with my drawing, but I could probably do some handwriting together.
Y'all don't have to write horse, Caroline. It was just like a.
I'm fitting the rubric a little bit better, I think.
That's fine. You don't.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Markers down. All right.
Okay. How do y'all feel?
Not great.
Okay.
Kind of like mine.
Okay.
Axel, show us yours first.
Alright, so I drew what was on the reference photo, but I had a lot of time left, so I just drew some more stuff.
Awesome. Caroline, would you like to show us your artwork?
Okay. So this is mine. I went for like an abstract little look here. I got kind of mad because I didn't know this was coming. And also my time was cut. But yeah, so this is my little look here. I shaded the horse and then I didn't have time for this or the arms. And yeah, and then I drew the horse and cowboy.
Okay, so who do you think won?
I think I won.
Okay, well, I feel like it's.
I think Axel won.
I think Axel won too.
Yeah. Hey, good game, good game.
The winning.
No joke, no joke.